Hello, everyone. Welcome to Go Ape Bingo. This is our third night in a weekly row, and I am the Executive Director of Project Chimps, Allie Crumpacker, and I would like to bring on stage right now Miss Jolene Goodall, your host for the evening. Welcome back, Jolene. Did you just get
Hello,
out of the
hello,
safari?
Ali. Yes, I'm ready to visit again. See all those fabulous chimps. I had to get in the mood. Yes. Yes.
Well, you look
Casual
lovely.
tonight, but a little bit prettier. Yes. Not a lot prettier. No. No. But I'm ready. I'm ready.
Fantastic. Well, I think we have a lot of players that are eager to get going with bingo. Are you ready?
Good. I am ready. And I think I probably should explain a little bit about bingo in case some of you, well, let's say, haven't played in a while, or maybe you're used to playing it in a slightly altered state, okay? So I'm going to go over the rules for you. Is that okay? Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so it is bingo. I know you all hopefully have at least heard of bingo, okay? But tonight we're going to play it this way. First of all, you'll notice on your card that you actually have 3 tabs along the top. That's 3 different cards you get to play. So make sure you go back and forth throughout so that you can play with each one. Balls will appear just above those cards, and when you see them, make sure you go to each card and shade them in. Then you'll know when you have bingo, won't you? That'll be great. Okay, now play all 3 cards. And remember, at the bottom, when you have bingo, hit the I have bingo button. But only when you have it, because the computer will know and it will tell me you're a cheat. And we don't want that. No, we want you to win the good way. Okay, super. Oh, and one other thing, too. There's a little space in the middle. FS. FS, that stands for 4 simians. So go ahead and press that now and shade it in. You don't have to wait for that one to be called. That's a freebie we give you right from the top. So shade that in on all 3 cards and then we'll get started, okay? Let's see if it's working. Now, we're going to start with a regular bingo game tonight, and that means you can make an up and down or a side to side or even a diagonal, as long as you've got 5 in a row, just like traditional bingo, right? Bingo. That's the game we're playing. And I'll tell you a little more about what that means in a minute. But let's see if we can get a first ball on the board. Let's check it out. Our first ball is 061. 061, everybody. So check all 3 cards. See if you've got 061. Yes. Okay. That's going to be your first one. And since we're just getting rolling, let me go ahead and throw another one at you just to get a few shades on the board. How about N37, everybody? N37. Now, N stands for Neil. Neil is one of our chimps, and we like Neil. He's a cutie. He's got a freckled little muzzle there. He's just adorable. There's Neil for you, okay? N37. Now, I should mention, because some people commented since last week, and they said to me, Jolene, how come you keep calling it Go Ape? Go Ape. Well, because we didn't want to call it bingo, because bingo is for doggos, and that's why it's their name, So instead, we decided we would call it Go Ape. You see, 5 letters, G-O-A-P-E, across the top instead of B-I-N-G-O. Go Ape. But then we realized if we told everybody, hey, come, it's time for Go Ape, they're going to be like, what in the heck are you talking about? So we said, hey, it's Go Ape Bingo. So you would know what that means. But we're still using the Go Ape, right? So that was a great idea. Oh, it's time for another ball. And that ball is I-23. I-23, everybody. I-23. So we are going with the Go Ape, but then we found this wonderful platform to play bingo on that just makes it so much easier for us and for you. Easy to shade in. You get all those 3 cards and all that stuff. And they couldn't change the letters to Go Ape. So we're still considering it Go Ape, but we're using B-I-N-G-O instead of G-O-A-P-E. So Go Ape is bingo, which is Go Ape. Okay, so you'll still hear the B-I-N-G-O, but just think of it as G-O-A-P-E. So I hope that clarifies it for everybody, okay? Okay, let's have our next ball, okay? Our next ball is N41. N41, everybody, N41. Now, remember, I said N is for Neil. And Neil, as I pointed out, has that pink freckled muzzle, makes him easy to pick out, because chimps, sometimes we have a hard time telling them apart. But now, the thing is, Neil's little muzzle there, it's getting a little darker. He's enjoyed some time out and it's gotten a little darker for him, but you can still pick him out. He's a cutie. We know where he is. Yes, absolutely. Okay, let's get another one out there. Our next ball is I-26. I-26, everybody. Now, we don't have a chimp with the letter I as a first name, but I can also stand for items. Now, by items, I mean all those lovely items that those chimps love to have. And we want you to know you can get them for them on the wish list there, right there, the wish list. That's a place to order items that chimps will love. So check that out. Okay, it's time for another ball. Our next ball is, it is N35. N35, everybody. So we're back to Neil. He's a cutie, as I said. Now, Neil, when you're looking at those items to purchase, Neil likes the dental chews. So get him some of those, okay? Oh, and a shout out to Miss Amber Nash, who says this is the best. Back at you, Amber. You're kind of special, too. In fact, I'd like to point out that we've had some wonderful VIPs playing every week. We're so glad you've been with us. We really appreciate the extra efforts you've made and the extra donations, because those are important. They're very important. Okay, let's see if we can't get somebody a prize. So let's have another ball. Our next ball is N36. N36, everybody. N36. Neil 36. Okay, now, I've told you a little bit about Neil, but I want to tell you some general things about the chimps. You know, I am Jolene Goodall, self-proclaimed primatologist, and I know some things that you might like to know about chimps. Now, one of the things I had heard recently, I don't like to do the research myself. I just keep my ear to the ground. I had heard recently that chimps like to store fat in large humps. Now, Jojo, the not a chimp boy, he likes to help me with what's going on. Oh, Jojo says, no, they don't store fat in large humps on their backs. No? Okay. Camels. Yes, I was thinking of camels. That's what I had heard. Camels like to do that. Chimps just like to eat anything. We like to give them nice veg and fruit, dental chews and items like that. Yes, that's it. That's it. Now, I should point out, first of all, you'll notice, as Ali has said, that I am dressed perfectly for safari because we like to be appropriate when we're around the chimps. And even though Jojo is not a real chimp, he's not a chimp boy who just likes to dress up as a chimp. Because, humans dressing up as chimps, lots of fun. Chimps dressing up as humans, no good at all. No, no, no. Okay. So, what is Jojo up to this week? Jojo's eating onions this week. Ooh. So the more onions he eats, the more donations we're going to ask you to give on Jojo's behalf. So if you're a fan of Jojo, how about $1 for every onion? Maybe 5 if you're feeling really generous. Way to go, Jojo. Okay. Now, so I'm dressed safari, but it is a little hard in here. So I'm going to take that off. Oh, I forgot. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. I hope you had a good time. Okay. Woo! Luck of the Irish, or whatever they say. I don't know. It's time for another ball, isn't it? Okay. Our next random ball is N40. N40, everybody. N40. Okay, write that one down. Oh, I see we've already got a lot of our regulars back this week. Hello to Raheel. Hello to Low Level NPC. Thank you for joining us again this week. Welcome back, Grizzly. Good to see you all there. Now, we're hoping that all of you can win something. We know some of our regulars have not won something yet, but we do only have a few prizes. If you don't get the prize you want, like the hat, the baseball cap is our first prize for the first one. So that's our fabulous prize. And remember, if you don't win this week, we're going to give you an opportunity to get those prizes anyway at our store. So you can just go on the Project Chimps shop, get those prizes anyway. Why bother to win them? Buy them, tell everybody you're a fabulous bingo player and you won them all anyway. Buy one of everything. I agree. And Christmas isn't too far away, just 9 months or so. So it's not too early to start shopping for those things for your family, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, it's time for another one. Okay. 64, everybody. 64. O is for Oscar. Oscar's a cutie. And Oscar is timid but playful. We love that Oscar. There he is. Oh, he still has that youthful look to his face, doesn't he? He likes puzzle toys on the item list, by the way. So check him out for that. Okay. Thank you, Oscar. And now it's time for another random ball. N32. N32, everybody. N32. Now, I was saying, my chimp facts, sometimes I get them a little confused. Some of you were just correcting me last week. I mentioned that chimps have to move constantly or they run out of air, right? So, some of you said that wasn't particularly true. No, Jojo says no. So, and that's fine. Yes, it's sharks that can run out of air if they don't keep moving. That's correct. Yes, not chimps. They just breathe oxygen just like us. But the interesting thing, my sister the acclaimed primatologist Jane Goodall, she got in contact with me. Apparently, she's seen some of this that we've been doing over the last 2 weeks. And she said to me, you know, Jolene, you were completely incorrect on almost every fact. So I thought I'd watch this week and see if I can help. Isn't that kind of her? That's so sweet. So she's been texting me throughout the day, warning me about what not to say. I tend not to read her texts all the way through. She can be a little preachy about chimpanzees. I mean, I love chimps too, but we all love our chimps, don't we? Exclamation mark. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So we're hoping that Jane will pop in throughout and help us out here, right? Okay, good. I'll tell you a little bit more about myself, but first I think it's time for another ball. And our next ball is I-24. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I missed it. Somebody already did. Bingo. That's fabulous. Well done, Bingo. Well done. Oh, that was a quick one, but I'm glad. So it looks like our first bingo caller of the... Wow. Wow, a lot of you got there quickly, didn't you? Well, I'm glad you popped in there, and I'm sorry that I missed it. But our first winner, I just want to verify this. Oh, that doesn't look correct. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. Well, good job. Brad Ramey. Brad Ramey was actually the first to get bingo, and I just kept going and going, and so many of you got a bingo, and that's wonderful. But Brad Ramey was our first winner. He's in Buford, Georgia. Well done, Brad. Now that you have won, remember you won that baseball cap, that fabulous baseball cap. So there it is. And remember, the rest of you, you can purchase that at our store along with all the other prizes for tonight. Now, Brad, we will be trying to get a hold of you, but if you want to make the process easier, you can also email us at events@projectchimps.org and let us know you're the one that won and help us coordinate getting that prize to you. Now, since we do have a winner, it's time to reset everything, and we like to get the chimps to help. So we're going to have the chimps mix those balls back up for us right now. Allie, let's give those chimps a chance to take it. Well, they seem to have done a pretty good job of getting us ready. Now, Allie, can you tell us a little more? Who's our little chimp helper there?
So that was Amy. And for those of you that tuned in last week, Amy was our helper as well. Amy absolutely loves the ball pit. So you can see that that's one of the enrichment items that we give to the chimps. It's part of their daily activities, and it's going to be a different thing every day. It's not the ball pit every day, but sometimes we have a musical performance or we put on a video. And yes, we do make them popcorn when we have those videos. Everyone has their kind of different things that they like. If you go to our YouTube channel, you can see all of the enrichment videos. Don't do it right now. Do it when the game is over. We don't want you to miss the next game to go look at that. But the chimps have an amazing time with all their enrichment. They get several activities during the day, and it's mixed up all the time. We have an enrichment committee. For those of you that are interested in volunteering, it's something you can volunteer to do, is help make the enrichment and then also clean the enrichment so we can use it again. So those are important things that we do for the chimps.
I've helped clean a few enrichments, yes. And not just at Project Chimps either, no. Okay. Well, oh, by the way, Jojo, Amber has said that she donated $20, so she'd like to see you eat 20 onions at least, please. Okay, so we'll keep an eye on that. Don't be afraid to donate more. We'll make him eat as many as you guys come up with. So you guys did very well, and that was so quick. I didn't even realize we had gotten there. You guys were so quick this time. So I'm going to make it a little more complicated this time. We're going to play another game, but this time we're going to play C for chimps. And we're going to do the inner C on the card. You can see it right there. So those are the 3 across, over free space, the 3 under, and then the connector in the I column. So now you have to get 7 different ones, and they have to be in the right places. So we're going to do inner C this time. We're going to start that new game, and if you want to go ahead and press the free space, you can. It will do you no good because it's not part of our pattern, but go ahead and hit it if you want. Look at the fabulous prize this time. It's some special pins. It's the 4 chimp pins. It's our 4 ferocious females on those pins. Now, Allie, could you tell us a little bit about these girls? Because I don't know all of them, I don't think. Would you like to tell us who's on those pins?
So Amy is actually one of those. And again, you just saw her in the ball pit. Gertrude is another one on the pin. And I'm just going to focus on her for a second because Gertrude is actually my soul chimp. We share a birthday, January 22nd. It's actually also Bina's birthday, and he's one of our bee chimps that you might call up later. But Gertrude and I have the same birthday, so every year we get together, celebrate safely from a distance. She gets a banana cake. I get something else, although I do like banana cake. But Gertrude is one of the 4 chimps featured on those pins, and you can actually be one of her sponsors.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you, Allie. So we're doing the inner C. Hopefully you guys are all ready with all of your cards, and I'll go ahead and get you started with your first ball. And our first one is N41, everybody, N41. Now, there is another chip that starts with N, and that would be Noelle. Noelle. So we have Neil, but we also have Noelle. And Noelle, oh, look at her. She's a cutie. She's a cutie. She's the middle of her social group of 9. She's a real peacemaker, and the other females really love her, don't they? Okay, so there's Noelle. Let's see. How about Onion Tally? We're up to 3. He's only got 17 to go to catch up to the first donation, and then we'll keep him going from there. Okay, our next random ball, B2. Well, you don't need that one, do you? Not for inner C. So we'll just keep going, and I'll give you another one. How about N37? Noelle 37. Everybody, very good, very good. Now, oh, Noelle, there she is again. Notice, I know you can see that she's got a little more skin showing. She was a nervous groomer when she first came to us, but that hair, fortunately, has mostly grown back because she's been much happier since she's settled in. And we just love to see her doing a little healthier and happier, just like all of our chimps. We love that. Okay, how about another ball? Yes, indeed. Oh, I16, everybody. I16, the number 16. Now, if we're playing Go Ape, that'd be A16, but it's not. It's I16. And remember, I is for items like unshelled nuts. Now, those kids love some nuts, and who doesn't? So you can get them some nuts if you'd like. Just go to the wish list and figure that one out. We'll talk more about that later. Very good. Okay. Now, I just want to mention I had started to talk about it, and I think it's important that I mention a little more why I started volunteering with Project Chimps. Now, as you know, my sister Jane has just done amazing work with chimpanzees, and I wanted to do that too. Now, I went to school in the United States. That's why my accent is a little messed up. It comes and goes. It's too much time in the South. I think that's the problem. I studied there in the South to get my thesis ready so that I could be a self-proclaimed primatologist. While living in Nashville and studying, I did live with Dolly Parton. Some of you asked about that. I mentioned it last time. It's true. Now, she was not in college, but we did live together. And you may know, Dolly Parton wrote a very famous song about me. Yes, I'm sure you know what I'm referring to. Here You Come Again. Yes, we shared a bathroom too. And she was always upset that I was breaking in, but my goodness, she spent a lot of time putting makeup on. So she wrote that song about me. It was lovely. Okay. Oh, it's time for another ball, isn't it? Okay. Our next ball is I26. I26, everybody. I26. Good, good, good. Now, if, like Jane, you're unhappy with some of my facts, please feel free to comment with some facts of your own. Yeah, I'd like to hear what you know about chimps. Remember, no need to look it up. Just whatever feels good in your soul. Yes, that's what we go by in my school of thought. Absolutely. Okay. Your next ball is going to be N35. N for Noelle 35, everybody. Very nice. And speaking of those chimp facts, I do have another one for you. Now, I heard this. I find it a little hard to believe, but I understand that if you lick a chimp, you might have an out-of-body experience. Yeah. How anybody figured that out, I don't know. You're really not supposed to get that close to them. Yeah, they can be a little dangerous, if they get worked up. So no, you don't think that's a true fact, Jojo? You can't lick a chimp for a little bit of a fun time, shall we say? So you're saying don't lick the chimps? No? Okay. Why did I hear that fact? Oh, I know. I think it was toads. Yes, you can lick a toad. Oh, how silly of me. I mean, they do look a lot alike. So you can see they look so much alike. It's easy to confuse them. It's time for another ball, I think. I-17, everybody. I-17. Okay. Oh, Marshall, I know I'm doing the best I can. I'm doing the best I can. I really am. Really, this is the best I can do. Okay. Let's get one more ball going because we still haven't had a G, and you can't win without a G, or at least 2 of them. There you go, G54. We've got a G, everybody. G54. G54. Okay, G stands for Genesis. Genesis is another lovely chimp that we have there. Oh, there she is. Oh, isn't she cute? She's got a distinctive look, doesn't she? Yes, she's a little different looking than some of the other girls. Kind of easier to pick out sometimes. Now, Genesis is not a huge fan of going out into the habitat. Since they've been allowed to do that, she doesn't really like to, but she does like to start down the tunnel towards there and just hang out in the sun that's shining through, but stay safe within the habitat. Some of them get a little nervous about that. Sometimes their friends help them out and make them feel better, though. Okay, our next ball is I-29. I-29, everybody. I-29. Good job. Good job. Okay, anyone close? Anyone? Okay, let me just mention one other thing. If you are able to donate, obviously that's what we're here for. You can see the bottom buttons on your screen there. You can press any one of those. You can go to projectchimps.org and donate as it shows you on your screen. And it is very important because, you know, it costs quite a lot to keep these chimps happy and healthy with good, nutritious meals. It costs about $7 a day per chimp. That adds up to quite a lot very quickly, very quickly. So help out where you can. Maybe just even if you can help feed one chimp for one day, that's a great start for us. So go ahead and press those buttons now or between games if you prefer. Or of course, you can always check us out at projectchimps.org. Oh, and there's lots of things to see there. How about another ball, everybody? It's time for N40. N40, everybody. N40. Okay, you're going to need some G's, but we're going to hold on for a minute before I get to that because it's time for a commercial break. I meant to do this earlier, but we had an early bingo. But I want to bring Allie back out and let you know, because some of you may not be as acquainted with what Project Chimps really is. Hopefully you're getting the idea. But I would like Allie to tell us just a little bit more about what Project Chimps really is and what they're up to out there. Okay, thanks, Allie.
Happy to do that, Miss Jolene. So Project Chimps is a sanctuary in the North Georgia mountains, and that is Georgia in the United States, because I know we do have some international players, and we're not talking about Georgia, the country. So here we have 77 chimpanzees that have thankfully retired from medical research. They are all coming from one location in Louisiana. So a lot of them are also family members. We have some daughters and sons and of mothers and fathers and cousins and all sorts of different things here at the sanctuary. But as much as we appreciate and love all 77 already with us, there's actually over 120 more still waiting. Now, thankfully, they're not being tested on while they're waiting, but they are not with us yet. So we are hoping to expand, bring more chimps up so that we can get to know them. Maybe there's some I names in the mix, so the next time we play bingo, we'll have some I chimps that Miss Jolene can call up on the screen.
Oh, yes.
But we are super excited to welcome all 200 chimps to Project Chimps in Georgia at some point with your support.
Yes, that's wonderful. So yes, your support is so very important, not just to feed chimps, but so many more chimps and the infrastructure that we'll need. There's an I word for you, infrastructure. We'll need a lot of that to get those chimps out. So if any of you want to just go ahead and give the $5 million for the next habitat, we'll send you all the prizes. Don't worry. I'll bring them to you personally myself, in fact. And then you can make up your own chimp facts. I'll be happy to read them, okay? So let us know if you're ready to make that donation. But in the meantime, your next ball is N36. N36, everybody. N36. Okay. Let's get another one going. How about O71? Oh, no, because we do not need O's. No. But I do want to tell you a little something about O's, okay? O stands for Oscar, and something really wonderful happened with Oscar today. Yes, Oscar had a visitor. Yes, he was hanging out in the habitat. And while he was there, Miss Frances Milgard came to visit him. Now, what's important about Miss Frances's visit is she is 103 today. And so she thought for her birthday, she'd come say hi to the chimps. Isn't that wonderful? And Oscar and Harriet were there to greet her in the habitat. I understand she also met Haley a little bit later, but her caregiver, Jill, is a big volunteer with us. And so she made sure that Frances could have a wonderful birthday with the chimps. And, at that age, that's just lovely. Now, I understand that chimps also can live to be in 180. Hang on, I'm getting a text. Oh, it's Jane. Jane says chimps to 180 degrees. just like tortoises. Yes, yes. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. That says just tortoises. Just tortoises live to be 180. I'm sorry. Yes, I believe chimps is just 50 or 60. So yeah, not quite 180, but still, they like those good birthdays, don't they? Yeah, so happy birthday, Frances. We're glad you got to visit. If Frances is playing, let's call the next ball in her honor, and it is, oh no, it is an O. So we'll give her another one, another O. Nope. Nope, nope. How about N42, everybody? N42. So check out N42 and go ahead and mark that one down. Okay. All right. You know what? I missed that extra one when we had the last O for Oscar. So I'm going to give you one more. And that is G48, everybody. G48. Good, good, good. How's that fine? Is that okay, Jane? Oh, yeah. She's been texting a lot today, and I appreciate it. Mm-hmm. It's good to have attention of any kind, isn't it? Yes. Okay. Now, remember that all of your donations are going to help us all day long. And if you're closer, you can also volunteer time. And we're going to talk a little more about that in a minute. But first, how about another ball? Okay. Our next ball is G50. G50. Everybody. Now, G is for Genesis. I think I mentioned Genesis a little while ago. And I want to mention that Genesis loves to play with and tear up the craft paper that we make some of the enrichment with. So we use that craft paper, wrap up nuts, other real goodies for them, put it out there. They have to unknot it and untie it and rip through it and eat those nuts. We love that. Now, we go through a lot of craft paper. You can imagine. So go ahead, go to our wish list and buy us some more craft paper, and just for Genesis, so she can have a good time with it. Okay, great. Our next ball is I-24. I-24, everybody. Items, remember? Items 24, like craft paper and nuts and toys. Check out the wish list, see what we need. And sometimes it's the silliest things like nails, because our facilities team still needs to make things for the caregivers and for the chimps so that they can continue on with what they need, right? So nails, screws, tools, or toys for the kids. Yeah, those chimps love their puzzle toys, okay? So check out that wish list. And now it's time for B10. B10. We don't have any B's, do we? No, no B's. But B does stand for Bina. And Bina, like we said, is related to one of the other chimps. Yep, he's Sterling's half-brother. There's Bina. Isn't he a fun-looking guy? Yep, he's got that woodsy kind of guy look to him, doesn't he? Yep. Well, that's pretty normal because chimps live in the woods and such. Yeah. Okay. Your next ball is, oh, no O's, no O's. Oh, nope. Oh, no. N33, everybody. N33 is your next one. That's a good one. N33. Yep. No, the C can't appear anywhere, Pauline. It has to be that middle C right around the free space. Yep, it's got to be right there. And don't worry, the computer will help you. If you think you've got it and you press the button, oh, we're up to 5 onions. Wow, he's moving slow. You need to chunk those onions a little faster, buddy. Okay. So yeah, get your C, win a prize. Win those 4 fierce female pins. And here's some to help you. And oh, no help at all, in fact. So how about a B? That's even less help. Okay. B. Wow. Okay. How about something good? A G. G55. G55, everybody. And that's helpful. Next bingo. What is JoJo going to eat? Yes. So JoJo brings up an important point, guys. We thought this was going to be our last night, but it turns out that's not true. You guys have had such a good time and told us about it. We're going to continue. We're going to go probably more like a once a month. We're not sure exactly when the next one will be, but we will let you know. So watch the announcements for that and tell everybody they can continue to play. It's going to continue to be free to play. And we just hope you'll continue to donate. We really appreciate the donations that have been rolling in. Thank you very much on that one. Okay, so it's time for another ball. It's time for another ball, and that is I-20, everybody. I-20. I, remember, is for items. Speaking of items, I'm going to bring Allie back on and let her talk a little bit more about wish list and the other ways you can donate, because I think it's important that we know all the ways we can help out. Welcome back, Allie. How else would we like to take their money?
Cash, check, or credit card. But as Ms. Jolene has been pointing out, you can go to our wish list, and that way, if you want to make a very direct donation, as Jolene was saying, to our facilities team or our admin team, yes, we absolutely love nuts and toys for the chimps, but we also need Post-it notes and computer ink and all the things that make our worlds function so that we can make sure that our other folks are taken care of as well. So on a wish list, you can say that you want to say donate $25 and you go down the list and fill your cart and then send things for everyone to have. It's like Christmas. Pretty much every day when the UPS truck shows up and we have no idea what we're opening and which department we're going to be calling to come get their nuts and their Post-its and their nails to see what's going to happen. But you can also sponsor a chimp. And that was what I was saying earlier with Gertrude. She's one of our sponsorship chimps. That means that you get a 5x7 photo, a certificate of adoption. Mother's Day is coming up. This makes a really great Mother's Day gift. We have a cute, adorable plush. Jojo can hold it up in a bit here. To pick out, play our personality quiz or our birthday match. And that way you can find a chimp that matches your personality that maybe you might want to consider your soul chimp. Or you can look at the birthday match and find one that lines up on a special date, either your actual birthday or an anniversary date or something that just is meaningful to you and your loved one. And you can find a chimp that shares that with you. So great ways for you to find something, contribute to the chimps, but also give something from the heart to a fellow chimp lover.
Yes, absolutely. Now, that wonderful little chimp that Jojo was holding up, now, we got that chimp because we sponsored Jarita because we liked her. So you pick out the one you like and you sponsor them, okay? It's a great idea. And you have something physical you can give somebody to say, hey, you didn't need anything really, so I helped out those chimps. But here's a lovely little plushie so that you can remember who you sponsored and a little certificate and a photo to remind you. So get on that immediately. Okay, how about another ball so you can win a prize? 069 does not help anybody. G49, everybody. G49. That should help somebody, I hope. Yes. And G, as I said before, is for Greg. No, he's new. G is for Greg. Greg is our oldest chimp. He celebrated his 40th birthday just a little while ago, late last year. Yes, we had a big celebration for Greg when he turned 40. Yep. And he's just as sweet. Look how that jaw just is relaxed. That tells us that he's just so relaxed and happy, and we love to see that. Yep. So G is for Greg. G49, everybody. G49. Okay, let me give you another one. Oh, and yes, thank you. Several of you are so excited that bingo is continuing. I hope you'll be here each week to play or each month to play with us. However often we can manage it, we'd love to have you back. Bring your friends. Tell everybody. Okay, your next ball is not an O because that's no good. How about I-21? Does I-21 help anybody? I-21, give us a shout out if you're getting close, okay? We like to know. We really do. We like to know. Okay, I should mention another chimp fact. It's one I mentioned the other day. People say it's wrong, but it just sounds right to me. And that chimp fact is that chimps like to mate for life. Yeah, and they carry their eggs around. The males carry them on their feet. Yes, so that they can stay warm. No, chimps don't mate for life. Oh, penguins, yes. Sounds so much like chimps. I get them confused sometimes. Penguins mate for life, yes. Now, chimps are a little more casual. In fact, one of the relatives of the chimps is the bonobo, which is really closely related. And they mate a lot. Let's just say that and leave it there. Okay, your next ball is G47. G47, everybody. G47. Okay. Oh, Grizzly's very close. Oh boy, that's good to hear because Grizzly's been trying to win for a couple of weeks now, so we hope he gets there. Okay, and I understand that he's got a special day coming up too, so we'd like him to win. But honestly, it's anybody's game. Let's throw another ball at it and see what happens. Our next ball is I-28. I-28, everybody. I hope that helps. I-28. Again, I is for items. You know, all those wonderful things that we just mentioned that you can get. But you know what else I is for? I is for all iguana. That's another thing I is for. Now, iguanas have a symbiotic relationship with chimps. Yes, chimps like to scare them until they're stiff and then use them as a back scratcher. Yes, that's what iguanas are for, indeed. Yeah, I haven't seen many around the habitat. The chimps must have used them up, I think. Okay, Jojo, what's the matter? I can't tell. Oh, he says no again. Oh, and Jane has texted too. What are you telling these people? Well, you know, Jane, I try to educate. That's what I'm here for, just like you. I think we're both doing a great job of it, don't you? Okay, our next, oh my goodness, we've got a winner. We've got a winner, and thanks for hitting it a couple of times, Lane, because sometimes I am not paying attention. But yes, we have a winner, and it is Lillian Stelnecker. Good job, Lillian. Well done. You win the Pure Fierce Female Pins. Good job. Yes, and Grizzly said that sounds reasonable. Okay. Yeah, it does to me too, doesn't it? But congratulations to Lillian. Well done. We really are glad you won. But if you didn't win and you really wanted those pins, I know I do. They would look good on my hat. You can go to the store. You can buy those pins. You can buy the hat. You can buy the prize that's coming up in the next round too. Any of them are available to you. So go check out the store while we take a break. We're going to let Amy mix the balls up again, and then we'll come back. Oh, and by the way, also a good time for a cocktail. If you haven't been playing with cocktails, like my lovely cocktail, you need to go get one. So now's the chance. If you're not doing any of those things, well, why not hit the donate button? You got a minute to do it. I'm going to have a sip while Amy mixes. Good job, Amy. Thank you for your help with that again. Allie, before we get rolling again, is there anything else you might like to share with us about what's going on these days? You know, I know some of our people are close to Project Chimps and might like to come visit. How would they go about doing something like that?
So they can go to our website and projectchimps.org/visit. You can find all of the different ways that you can come. And super important to note that April is when we have Chimps Rock. And that is awesome for kids of any age, but actual real kids, or what the chimps do prefer to see. And Chimps Rock is based on the Kindness Rocks project. So the kids come, we give them an actual rock, like a real rock, and they can paint on it. They go on a tour, they meet the chimps get to meet them, and then they come back and write a message of hope, passion, conservation, whatever they want to write on the rock. And then we have a rock garden. So the kids can exchange the rock. So they make one and they leave it in the garden, and they take one that someone else has painted. And that way it's an ever rotating rock garden. So kids can come back all year or every year and redo that event. But if that doesn't work for you, if you want to come from out of town on a different time, just go to that visit page on our website and see all the different opportunities. There's photo workshops, there's painting workshops. Our Discovery Days is in May. That's a huge event with some outside vendors. And of course, everything is being done COVID safe right now. We do ask all guests to wear masks when they're on property and to minimize their group sizes and to have social distancing. So that is all in place. We have extra sanitation in the touch points where you might be approaching things or touching things. And of course, the chimps are behind a wall and bulletproof glass. So there's absolutely no threat of interaction with the chimps in that way. But the chimps absolutely love having visitors. So we do hope that if you're close enough to come and visit us at some point, you absolutely do that.
That sounds wonderful. And the chimps like the children, you say?
They do. They do. They really respond quite well when they see small humans.
Oh, yes, yes. I understand they like the little shoes that they wear too, don't they? Especially the bright colored ones. Yeah.
Particularly the ones that light up too when the kids stop.
Oh, yeah, that would be great. Well, so bring those kids on down, feed them to a chimp. Let's see how it goes. Okay, it's time for a new game. We're just going to play regular bingo again, okay? So it's just down and up, across, diagonal, 5 in a row. Don't forget to press your freeze space. And remember, you've got 3 cards, so check them all out. Check all 3 cards out. Don't miss out because you forgot. And if you get confused because you've already had a few cocktails, remember, hit the I have bingo button. If you think you might have it, hit it. The computer will tell you if you're lying. Don't worry. Okay, so it's time for our next game. Let's get it rolling. Our first random ball of the day. 074, everybody. 074. Yes, we're going to do 074. Okay, so that gets you started. Only, if you're lucky, you only need 3 more, right? Okay, and you know what? How about I give you one more just to get it going a little further? B14, everybody. B14. Now, I mentioned it before, and I'm going to mention it again. B stands for Bina. Bina, the half-brother of Sterling. There he is. What a cutie. Now, he likes to lounge on the porch by himself. Smart boy. Yeah. He hangs out. He will groom others because that's how he just interacts with them. Oh, and Bina is a fan of corn on the cob. Well, who isn't Bina? That's hardly a surprise. We all love a good corn, don't we? Okay, your next ball is 75. Oh, 75, everybody. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we've told you a lot about Project Chimps. I hope if you're new to the game that you've learned something about them today and all the wonderful things they do. And if you haven't learned everything you'd like to learn, go right online to projectchimps.org and check out everything that's going on. Okay. Your next ball, by the way, let's get another one out there. Oh, 69, everybody. Oh, 69. Mm-hmm. Oh, and another place you can go, and I think Ali mentioned it a little bit earlier today, you can also go to Project Chimps, or excuse me, you can go to YouTube and check out the Project Chimps channel, because there are some amazing videos of chimps doing all sorts of lovely things. Hanging around in the habitat, seeing snow for the first time. They've got videos of the first time they got to go out in a habitat after their life in the laboratory. So that was really special for many of them. And it's special to watch too. So check out all those wonderful videos. Okay. I particularly like the one where Hercules got his new scooter. Maybe we'll have that up next time we're here so you can see it if you don't find it on YouTube. Yeah, he loves that little scooter, and boy, can he go. Oh, my goodness. Okay, your next ball, everybody, is N36. N36, everybody. Okay, and Pratima has been asking how to play. So if you found us, but you haven't figured out how to play the game, because maybe you found us through YouTube, Project Chimps just posted the link so you can start playing bingo. It's not too late. Hop right on, get in on this last game. Check it out so next time we play, you'll be ready as well. Okay. And again, a big shout out to our VIPs. Thank you so much. Oh, and there you go. That's our prize for this bingo. It's a t-shirt. Isn't it fabulous? Look at that amazing logo. That's the Project Chimps logo that you can see there. Makes that little outline of a chimp. But if you look closely, there's a lot of little hidden surprises. And if you can't tell from there, well, go online and buy one and get it yourself. Then you can inspect it closely. Okay. Because, shopping helps us too. So go ahead and do that. Oh, 68, everybody. Oh, 68. So we're one back from where we were before. Oh, 68. That's quite a number. We don't have any eyes yet, do we? Not in this game. Okay, well. Oh, we are up to 7 onions. Well done. Well done. Not nearly far enough, but well done. Keep shoving them in. Okay. Okay. He says no. Okay. Well, try anyway. Okay. You told people you'd eat one for their donation, so give it a shot. Your next random ball. N32, everybody. N32. Check that one out. Okay, good. But you know what? I think it might be time for another chimp fact. And none of you have sent one, so it'll have to be one of mine. I'm so sorry. You don't send one, you get a chimp fact from Jolene. That's just all there is to it. All right, our next chimp. Oh, did you know? Oh, I don't like that one. I don't think that one's true. Did you know that chimps like to stand on one leg? Yes, apparently they enjoy it. And their amazing pink color is due to all the shrimp in their diet. Yeah, no, that's not true. No, that's not true at all. Of course not. Now, why would that be true? No, flamingos like to stand on one leg and eat lots of shrimp. Yes, flamingos. Okay, well, we'll get to chimps at some point, I think. We'll get there. I'm a new volunteer. They haven't taught me everything yet. And my thesis advisor used to say, be accurate, Jolene, because this is ridiculous. If you would like to volunteer, by the way, just like I do, you can check, and JoJo has helped too. Go to projectchimps.org/volunteer. Figure out how. If you don't live close enough, you can do a vacation to Project Chimps. Yeah, they do have a chimpcation and spring breakiate for the college kids. Yeah, you can come and stay for a week at Project Chimps and help out like our volunteers do. So check that out too at projectchimps.org. Oh, time for another ball. Time for another. Oh, 70. Oh, 70. Oh, by the way, Jojo, Marshall has a wonderful idea. Instead of hot dogs for the next bingo, he would like you to eat raw potatoes. Yeah, because everybody likes a potato, don't they? Raw potatoes for you, buddy. Okay, well done. You asked for help. He's just helping. Okay. All right, your next random ball is B3. B3. Anybody close? Anybody? Okay. B3, everybody. It's B3. Okay. Okay. Now, I did want to mention one other thing. We've talked about all the amazing things they do at Project Chimps. There's one thing we haven't mentioned, and it's kind of different. You wouldn't expect it. And this is for our youth that are out there. Project Chimps pairs with the Boys and Girl Scout troops, and they do special projects. Well, excuse me. They do special projects. They come out and help. And they do all sorts of things. And they also educate the school children with virtual and real field trips. And you can check out more of that at projectchimps.org/learn. So check out. You would be amazed at what they do there. And all of that in the name of the chimps and helping them out. So you help them out too with a donation. Okay? All right. Our next ball is 066. 066, everybody. 066. Okay. Oh, I've got another comment. Oh, okay. So, yes, flamingos and chimps are not at all related. That's correct. Very well done. I figured that out myself, too. Yes. Okay. Time for another ball. And your next ball is G50. G50, everybody. G50. I'm going to give you a minute to check all three cards because I need a drink of water. Oh, it might be the cocktail. There we go. I hope you checked all three along the way there. Yes, well done. Okay. Now, are you all enjoying this format with the online bingo? It's so much safer, isn't it? And I remember when I was studying chimps in Australia, because I went to Australia to study chimps. You know, Jane was already in Africa, and I didn't want to step on her toes. So I thought, why not go to Australia and study chimps? Jojo, do you know what the problem is with studying chimps in Australia? No chimps. Nope. No chimps. In fact, no apes whatsoever. Yeah, no great apes. Unless you go to the Sydney Zoo or Australia Zoo, they're there, but that's not the best place to study them. No, it's best when they're in the wild. So I had to, no, not bats. No, there are some down there, but there were no chimps. Now, so I had to come back to the U.S. and study here. Yeah, I studied a little bit more about chimps here. Apparently not enough, but a little bit more. I really enjoyed it. Yes, I do like studying about them. Your next ball is N42. N42, everybody, N42. Yeah, and once I got back from Australia, I found out that right next door in Indonesia, they had orangutans. I could have gone and studied orangutans. But nobody told me. No. So I made it all the way back here. I mean, I thought, surely Australia is the place you want to be, right? So I loaded up my truck and I moved to Derby, Australia. That is Gold Coast by the sea. It was wonderful. I enjoyed the people down there so much. Just no chimps. But while I was there, we were using this format. Yes, I used to Skype with my family. It was wonderful. Have you guys tried Skyping? It's when you're on a computer and other people. Yeah, I think you know what it means. Okay, so I was Skyping. Now, the only problem was my parents, the first time I was Skyping, they went to lean in for a kiss as we were leaving. And oh my God, it's so sweet, but it's terrifying. So, you know, after I got used to it, it was fine. But oh, be careful of that. You don't know what's showing up on the camera sometimes, do you? No. Okay, so it's time for another ball because nobody has won yet. It's N31. N31, everybody. N for Noel. Yes, N31. Okay. Now, I want to just give Ali one more chance to tell us a little bit more about what's going on around there. And I'm thinking maybe, we've mentioned the wish list, but there are other ways that you can use Amazon to help us out. Ali, can you tell us about that maybe? Or maybe other ways to donate. Anything is good.
Sure. Well, like you said, Amazon is a great way, particularly if you're not local. Our address is right in there. You don't even have to think about it. You can just pick some things off the wish list, put it in your cart, and it will show up and we'll send you a thank you when it arrives. But if you are local or if you're coming for one of those visits, you can actually pick up some various things that we use that you might not think of, such as empty cereal boxes. I know that sounds maybe a little odd, but we call them surprise boxes. We take the empty cereal boxes, they're all bright and colorful, and we stuff them with shredded paper right from our office. And then we sprinkle in nuts or seeds or other things that you've donated from the wish list. And then we can pass them out to the chimps. And that way they can rip them open and they can sort through the shredded paper and find the treats. Now you might wonder, why don't we just give them the treats? Well, chimps in the wild actually spend 70% of their day foraging. And as Miss Jolene was sharing earlier, some of our chimps don't really like the grass. So some chimps go out and they forage in the grass and will spread the same thing, those seeds and nuts out in the grass. But for those that don't like the outside world too much, they get their treats inside a box. And that way they can rip it open, they can forage through the goodies. So if you're around our area, start saving your cereal boxes for us. You can also save paper towel rolls, or you can collect pine cones. The really nice pine cones that we can stuff with peanut butter and put the seeds inside that. We'll do the same foraging thing. Make it a competition with your kids. Make it a competition with your neighborhood. See who can collect the most of these supplies, and then you can drop them off 365 days a year, our front porch at our gatehouse. You won't see the chimps from the gatehouse, but you will see our lovely staff who will shower you with gratitude when you show up with your cardboard and pine cone donations.
Wonderful. Yes, I know. I keep a special garbage can outside my house just to put stuff for Project Chimps in, so the neighborhood can drop off boxes. Especially those cereal boxes, and it doesn't have to be cereal boxes. It's just those thin cardboard boxes, like maybe your oatmeal packets come in, or your crackers or your cookies. Any of those are great for surprise boxes. So bring those by if you're able to, and if not, that's okay. Just go to the wish list, and even if you're not using the wish list, just using Amazon Smile can help. You know that, right? So if you shop on Amazon a lot, make sure you go through Amazon Smile, because they give a portion back for all your purchases to a charity. And of course, the only charity to choose in the Amazon Smile is Project Chimps. So make sure you've done that, so that even when you're shopping for yourself, you're still helping Project Chimps. That would be fabulous. Okay, let me give you another ball, all right? And it is I-17. I-17, everybody. I-17. Oh, we've got another idea for, somebody thinks JoJo should eat ices next time. The chimps love ices. That would be fun, wouldn't it? I think JoJo is going to get some brain freeze on his 10th or 20th icy, though. But it's not a bad idea. Maybe we'll just make him swallow ice cubes. That would be fun. Mm-hmm. Not so tasty. Maybe not. Okay. How about another ball, guys? How about another ball? How about 062? 062. Who needed 062 out there? Anyone? Anyone? Comments? Anyone? Okay. I'm going to give you one more, and then I'm going to share another chimp fact. So brace yourself. Your next ball is I-26, everybody. I-26. I-26. Mm-hmm. 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 That's correct. So I have another fact for you about chimps. Did you know chimps can't swim? No, their muscle mass is so dense that they just sink right to the ground, right to the bottom of the water. So we make sure, it's correct too. How about that? How about that? Hey, Jane, in your face, lady. Okay, so yeah, they can't swim. They just sink. Now, I wish I had known that before I sponsored the swimming pool in the middle of the habitat. But, but what can you do? Oh, well. Okay, well, all right. Our next ball is I-22. I-22, everybody. I-22. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Maybe they can use the water from the pool for Project Harvest. That's another thing they do there. They grow a lot of their own food for the chimps. Yeah, Project Harvest. And that's something you can come out and help with, too. You can help us grow and harvest the forage material that they like to eat. So don't forget to volunteer if you're nearby. Okay. How about another one? Are you ready for another one? How about N35. N35, everybody. Somebody must be getting close. I certainly hope so. I certainly hope so. Okay. Let me just say one more thing. Chimps swallow their prey whole and then take a week or more to digest it. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Oh, wait, what? No. No. And Jane says that's pythons. Pythons do that. Okay, yes, I suppose so. But they all live in the forest, don't they? So, I mean, really, what's the difference? Okay, it's time for another. It's time for another. And it is, there it is. Oh, there's my cursor. Okay. G47, everybody. G47. Mm-hmm. G47, indeed. Oh my goodness. We have a winner. Gavin Sherman has won. Gavin from Young Harris, Georgia. Gavin has won. He has won a t-shirt. Well done, Gavin. Now, you might want to email events@projectchimps.org. Let them know your size so you get one that fits, or if you're getting it for somebody else. I think they have youth sizes, too. And remember, if you didn't win that t-shirt, what do? Well, you go purchase it for yourself, don't you? You go right to the shop and you purchase it for yourself. Then you buy the pins, you buy the hat from last week, you buy the bag. You get it all, because who doesn't need Project Chimps swag? And that's a great way to help them out. Mm-hmm. Well done, everybody. Those were 3 very successful games, and I really appreciate you all being here. Now that we're coming to the end, I just want to remind you we will be playing more bingo with me, Jolene Goodall, self-proclaimed primatologist, and my helpful assistant, Jojo the Not a Chimp Boy. We may get him doing things besides eating things at some point, too. Yeah, we're going to get him more involved. Yeah. Eating is good, but eventually he's not going to fit in the chimp costume, I think. And I also want to bring back Allie so she can take us out and just thank you all again for what you've done. Maybe just tell us a little bit more, some fun fact up for the day, because apparently mine didn't hit well.
You try so hard, Miss Jolene. I do appreciate that, but it's a good thing that we don't have you teaching our lesson plans. So as Miss Jolene talked about before, we do have a Learn section on our website. So again, for those of you that are far away, you can actually go and you can find trivia and crossword puzzles. I know that there's a lot of parents teaching from home and filling in both parent and teacher roles. So you can pull up some lesson plans and teach it yourself. Or you can contact our events team, Miss Megan Hume, and she can do a virtual field trip. So we're super excited when field trips do resume and we can actually bring kids to the property like we used to, and the chimps love that. But for right now, while a lot of schools are still doing the remote sessions, check out that Learn part of our website where you can show your teachers, show your scout groups even, because we do have scout badges too in that section, and learn all about chimps and conservation and get the kids started young so that they can grow up and appreciate not only chimpanzees, but all wildlife. It's a great way of getting involved in conservation in general for all the endangered species out there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So important. So important. And you need to know the difference between a chimp and a flamingo. It's important. Yes. So thank you all for being here. Remember, if you enjoyed this, I have been Jolene Goodall. And watch for me at the next go around. It was nice to have my hair down today. I know a lot of you liked my signature look, but I thought I'd spice it up a bit. And I really enjoyed being with you. Thank you for all your wonderful comments. I hear you all had a good time. I love to hear that. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Say bye-bye, Jojo. Okay. Bye, Ali. Thank you. Bye-bye.